So my last question for you guys, and I guess this is for each of you, is because there are so many hardcore, die-hard fans of the cult movie, what message do you want to send to them? What would you say to them to get them to see the movie? Because I know a lot of times when there are remakes, people are automatically like, no.
And
what would you say?
That's,
right.
I mean, that's already happening.
Right.
And I asked this in an interview, and then I got snapped at for saying it. I just said, I just beg for you just to take a deep breath, when you can see some footage, or I'm not saying I'm trying to get you to the box office to see the movie, but just take a deep breath, and because we worked really hard to make everybody happy, and then of course I was told, why should we take a deep breath, that kind of thing, and I'm just like, I can't say anything, it's really.
I have a complete different viewpoint on remakes. I love, that Shakespeare's plays have been remade hundreds and billions of times or whatever over the years, and then you can do it in a retelling. You can do it I've seen Romeo and Juliet done as a Western. Like, you can do things like that all the time. We took certain care not to do something like that and make it a complete bizarre, different interpretation. We wanted to add a new freshness to it, put some more surprises in, so everything wouldn't be expected, modernize it, but at the same time taking a lot of care, each of us, to bringing it back to the original and honoring it. So I feel like people probably won't be disappointed, but haters gonna hate.
Yeah. That's true. And any of the rest of you have any?
I think that we created something really special.
Very disturbing.
Yeah, hard to say about a film with this kind of subject matter, but really, I think we made a real quality film, and that the horror label, it doesn't strictly apply. I think it's a horror movie, it's a thriller, it's a psychological drama, and
social commentary.
Social commentary,
right? Yeah. And I think that it's a total mixed bag for anybody seeing the film, and I think it's going to spark.
The original was too.
Yeah, it's going to spark a lot of conversation, and it's going to spark controversy, and I think that's great. And I would just ask people to, set aside what they think they know, and try and come into this experience and have a new experience, And I think they'll leave satisfied.
People need to remember that this movie was also originally attacked by tons of feminist groups as being completely chauvinistic, when in fact the original title was Day of the Woman. It was meant to be like a heroic tour de force for a woman to have to go back and exact revenge, and it was the first movie of its kind in that realm.
Yeah.
So this is a very empowering film, for women horror fans to go see as well. So.
I would tell the people, because a lot of people are saying, I bet Miyazaki so mad, and some people even think he's dead. They're like, I think he's rolling over in his grave. I'm like, actually no, he's signing off on everything that we're doing, because he was involved in producing this film.
He was on set.
Right, and I think
he was
really
on
important
set.
for fans to know as well,
He's
that he
very
did have
excited.
involvement.
Well,
he was so elated.
Rolling over in his
we've constantly put that out in press things and interviews, but we're still getting people like going, Miyazaki must be so mad. It's like, that's where I'm like, would you guys just take a breath and get the information, and then then you won't be so worked up,
Yeah.
So he's very, very excited about it.
Exactly. We'll have everyone know that he had his reservations and his doubts about things that Steven was doing, like things that we were doing, but like in the end, like he came up to each one of us and he grabbed our faces in his hands and he was like, "You are beautiful. You are amazing." What he said something to me like, I thought he was going to propose to me. It was like he was so in love, But he's awesome.
It'd be great to get him to one of these conventions to to have him talking.
Get us.
Chad.
It's natural for the fans to want to defend, the original, and they have that right. But I think they should be open, and if they don't like it, then they can continue on, hating.
At some point, everyone, all the horror fans of every genre, are going to have to get to the point where they go, you know what, Hollywood's going to keep remaking movies. Maybe they all won't suck. A lot of them are going to suck. Look, there's been very few films that have been remade. I'm dreading the remake of Straw Dogs because it was one of my favorite films, a huge influence on me. But I'm not sitting there going, this movie's gonna suck ass before I know anything about it. You know what I mean? It's like I'm worried about it, but you gotta wait till you see it.
And the original movie was made bare bones, very small budget, and this isn't a $60 million retelling. of a low
Trust me, it's
budget film. We
It's still very, very
it
low
was
budget.
everyone. It was all scraping pocketbooks. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, we all took pay cuts. We all did everything we could to make this movie because we want to make this movie. And that is what we're coming away from. That might be different than a Hollywood retelling, a traditional Hollywood retelling.
Well, I think they think it's gonna be campy. They think it's gonna be Hollywood campy, which a lot of things are.
Slick.
Yeah, you know, it's just in like a weird cast, you know, like, I don't, okay, I'm just saying.
No,
I don't.
no examples necessary.
But you know,
in the chat.
like a bunch of name actor, you know,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know.
All of us have considerable bodies of work.
Yeah,
But the thing about it is that we are all the type of actors who transform ourselves into our roles and constantly, you know, take on different shapes and try to like be true to the script and take that outlook, and instead of coming at it as a celebrity, we're coming at it as performers that want to tell an important story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It
important.
certainly was not about the paycheck for anybody involved in the film. I can say that.
I second.
There'll be tons of surprises in the film, but I think the biggest surprise will be the beautiful Sarah Butler's wonderful performance.
Aww.
Well, it sounds like you guys created a great family, and it sounds like it's going to be an awesome movie. So, and
Thank you.
being a fan of the original, you know, I'm going to give it a chance because I'm embracing it. I'm going to embrace this new movie, this retelling, reimaging. It sounds like you guys really, really are at heart wanting to make this movie something
Yes.
that all the fans are going to love and
Yes.
enjoy. So, fans, embrace it. This is Crystal Angela from BMovieMan.com.